right, everyone, here we go. It's the tiebreaker, the rubber match. Round 3 versus Erik Vargas and Julio Burgos. They're going to race to 35, playing 10-ball winner breaks on the 9-foot diamond here at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You're listening to Ben Francis on the mic here. I'm locked in for the whole show. I've been looking forward to this one all week since they announced the rematch. Looks like these guys are going to start right around 1 o'clock, so we just got some warm-ups going on for now. But do me a favor, guys. Click that share button. This is going to be a super show. You're not going to want to miss it. Let your friends know about it. Sharing some pool groups you're a part of. And let's give these guys a good audience today. And I'll follow along with the chat in the Facebook and the YouTube, so feel free to keep me entertained in there, guys. It's going to be a long match. And so we just see Erik Vargas warming up here. I'll just do a couple small adjustments here. We'll get it all lined up where it needs to be. And we've got our Saturday 8-ball tournament, weekly tournament here, starting in a little over an hour. So get on down if you're in the area. Come on down, play the tournament, watch the match. Perfect day to play the tournament and watch the big match. And then, of course, we got our Sunday 9-ball tomorrow. Super tournament. This one always gets a really good field, mixed level of play, handicapped entry fee you can see there. And Leather Pocket Billiards has 10 9-foot diamond tables, 8 7-foot diamond tables, and a couple of alleys. The full bar, kitchen, good food, cold drinks, lots of action, always lots of action here. If you're looking for a game or you want a tournament, let's check out Julio's practice break here. Dude can smash it, right? Oh, he's taking a little off. Look at that. He makes both side balls. Nice. And we also have this Friday night 10-ball tournament, which happened last night. We had 40 players with $200 added. We had a pretty good prize fund there for the top 4 players. I was lucky to squeeze through the tricky handicap and split with Joe Spence at about 1 a.m. Would have loved to play it out, but we were tight for time. I had to be up early, and he had enough as well. So, and then next weekend, guys, we've got this Fargo Fair Match 10-ball. I'm going to do my best to stream maybe the final day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream the whole thing, guys, but I'll do my best. Set something up for you guys. This is a fun one. Big, giant handicap. The max handicap is I race to 12 and they race to 3. And let me tell you, that's a big sweat. That's a lot of work. So get your entries in. You can pay cash here at LP or you can email transfer. I got the email up there. So it's double elimination, same race on the A and the B side, guys. 15-game format, so the race can be 12-3, 11-4, 10-5, etc. And a minimum 500 added there. Nice little tournament. Just a Saturday and Sunday, we're going to bang it out. Okay, I'm going to go check on these guys, see how far away they are from starting. Hang in there. We'll be right back. right, here we go. It's break number 1. They're firing it up. Julio wins the flip. And they're underway. Do me a favor, guys. Click that share button. It's going to be a barn burner. These guys know each other's game real well. They've played well over 120 games, 130 games against each other now. That's a lot of games. You should know them like the back of your hand. A little unlucky here on the first break because he's hit it pretty good and made a ball, but the shot on the 1 is very, very difficult. Tricky to get position on the 2. And you'd think race to 35, well, what does it matter? Game 1, it matters because as we see many, many times, the player with the early lead tends to win these ones. Oh, he scratched straight in. So this is kind of what I'm alluding to is like you got to really watch. You don't give him a little bit of easy momentum out of the gate, right? And this will be just the kind of start Erik's looking for. He's going to try to trap this cue ball between the 8-4 because he doesn't like where the 4 ball is. Potential little 3-foul situation right out of the go. And so if you're just joining us, I'm going to be following the chat with the Facebook and the YouTube guys, so feel free to chat along. Keep me entertained through this long one. And if you got any questions, hopefully I got some answers. Shout out to Joko. Yalong. Ooh, Erik had a couple shots in the last match where he didn't get to the rail. Some scary business. That time he got the 1 ball comfortably to the rail and the cue ball nice and tight on the 4. He would have loved to wedge him by the 8 so he didn't have this 2-rail hit, but he might have this little 2-rail hit here. He's on 2, and the 1 ball so close to this 3. 3 fouls very much in play here, and what a way to start the match would be to put some big, big doubt in your opponent's mind, having them miss a couple kick shots, you know? So he's going to try to send the 1 down by the 8-4, I think, and just freeze him behind this 3. But you want to get the 1 ball safe as well. Julio, very good player, very smart player, knows the game well. He's going to kick and hit a lot of balls, so you got to really wedge him here. Erik knows that. He hit the 7. So now this is a, well, I would say this is a big ball to hit, but he might have put it in a spot where he can scratch in off. And did he freeze it? He pointed at it like it's frozen, too. He got a bit of a roll there because he's not trying to send it into the 7. Oh, look, Julio says it's not frozen. Controversy already. Gotta love it. I thought they had a referee for this match, so it'd be nice if they had a ref, if the ref can just come in and call this. Either way, he's on 2 fouls, so think they're going to get video review a lot of times when they can. Don't mind the camera shake just a little bit, guys. It's going to be Erik has set up on the table where I put the tripod, which is okay. He's fine there. Wherever he's comfortable is totally okay. But might just get just a small amount of, jiggle in the camera. Okay, let's watch it. This is a tough one. Easy to drive right by it, and 1-0 Erik on the 3 foul out of the gate. You'll love to see that if you're in the Vargas corner. All right, guys, it's the rematch. It's the big old rubber match, the tiebreaker. It's round 3. So do me a favor, guys, throughout the match, just click that share button for me a couple times here and there. I'm going to share it lots right now. Yeah, the question, how many matches are these guys playing? 3 so far. This is the 3rd. Another rematch, says Teresa. And yeah, Josh, I'm pretty sure they got a ref for this match. I'm not sure who it is, but thanks, Donnie Branson. Sharing a pool life. What's up, Joshua? Yeah, Nick McGrath. This one's for lots of tomatoes. So many tomatoes. No, I really have no idea, this one, to be honest. Not really sure what's in the middle this time. Yeah, no love lost, hey, CJ? They definitely, I mean, it's a good matchup. It's a really good matchup. Okay, this is going to tell a lot of the tale of the match is how they're breaking. So let's watch Erik's break here. It's always practicing this one. All the top players always putting in the work with the break shot. He hits it good, but he misses the side ball. And he's put the one over the hole. And Julio flies out of the chair. And all the balls go. Instant momentum stopper. So he'll have to figure that out right away. You would think at some point in this match, we saw it in the first match, each guy ran a 3-pack on their break, but you'd think it might increase. Being that they probably know this might be the last one. Man, they're probably a little more accustomed to the table and the break and the feelings and everything. This ball got to go unless he's getting the window. He's on the 3 first. My bad. I thought he's on the 4. I got excited. He could have used it to go. And then he'd have better angle because he doesn't want to try to find that same window again. He'd rather just be on the other side of the 9. Middle table is a good target. I think he can go forward here. Yeah, he sees it. Middle table going forward should be fine. Josh, I don't know how many tomatoes, but there's some tomatoes. We know there are tomatoes. So use the 2-rail going forward. It's a good shot. Oh, this one's going to need a ref. This is a tight one. Erik's going to have to masse to the right side rail. Lots of left spin. Okay, so we get to see who the ref is. It's our fellow Mr. One-Hander player. Can't see his face there, but that's who it is. TJ, I think, in the chat there. Yeah, let's get some Calgary fans in there today, like Joe says. Joe's me down around 3 o'clock. Oh yeah, lots of room there. Lots of room there. Don't need a replay on that one. Can replay. They got the video on the phone there. They're taking the video. That I don't mind that. Erik knows he hit it good though. Erik already knows. But yeah, let's get some fans in. Some Erik Vargas fans come watch the match and cheer the hometown boy on. Yeah, it's part 3. Don't know how much they're playing for, but there's some tomatoes. Green tomatoes, yeah. And yeah, match 3. 20 bucks each. Have a ref, yeah. Yeah, just making sure there. That's okay. Yeah, slow-mo on the phone. Video is okay. Just make sure they get it right. That's okay. The ref they got there is actually a fellow pool player himself, so he can help make the calls as well. He's actually a really, really good player. He has a little shtick where he only plays one-handed matches. He'll get a big spot and play one hand. But he's very good with 2 hands, from what I've heard. Just doesn't want to show anybody yet. Funny little hustle, I think. Could use this to slow down so he's not on the rail when he shoots the 8, which looks to be okay. Put the cue ball right where it is now. Yeah, right there. Should be good. Yeah, 1-1 in sets. That's right. Jason Shearman. They are tied in sets. Erik won the first set 35-30, and Julio won the second set 35. I believe it was 27. So he looks pretty good on this one. I think you play the 9 in the corner here. You can get caught up trying to get to the shortest pocket, but the corner is always the best pocket. I mean, unless it's sitting right over the side. He did try to get to the side pocket. Curious. He might know best how the table's playing in that situation and can see the angle better than I can. Maybe the side pocket scratch is in play if he stunned the cue ball on that one. Just a little off angle. And the cue ball should come around nice and natural here, and the pot's pretty clean with the little left spin, little bottom. It's a big favorite still. And you see the cue ball coming right in the line of straight in on the 10. Three foul in the first rack, and then he steals the second one. Julio concedes a 10. Steals the second one on a little miss from Julio there. Shout out to Leather Pocket. Billiards are home away from home. How spoiled are we? This pool room is amazing. These beautiful diamond tables that get cleaned every day by my brother, Benny Francisco. Does an amazing job cleaning them every single day of the week. They get brushed, vacuumed twice, and wiped down. They're like super clean. The Simonis cloth done by Another good friend of mine, Tony Haynes with Lackno Billiards Pro Shop. Came in, did the 9-foots and the 7-foots in 3 days. He did 18 tables in 3 days. It was incredible with one helper. And they're playing awesome. They've never played better, in my opinion. They're playing perfect. Let's check him out. Check out his social media. He also just bought a new pool room in Medicine Hat, little spot called 616. Skunk 'em, Eric, says CJ. Could you imagine? What was the score in the tiebreaker? Oh, just 35-0. Okay, that's a lot better. How do you hit that break? Oh, you got a weird kiss. Is the 2 going to cooperate? It is. Clean shot on the 1. That's how you want to see him breaking. He was not breaking like that. In the last match, he went to the cut break halfway through the match, which was successful for a while, but in the long run didn't really pan out. This is the break that he can run packages with. He might run 5-6 racks in a row with that break. I've seen him do it. And Jerry, thanks for tuning in from Baldwin. Yeah, they were all on stream. The other 2 matches were on stream. Cameron. We had some internet issues in the last match, and knock on wood, we don't get that today, but we'll find out. It's usually in mid-afternoon, so. Oh, you can tell by the body language a lot of times with these guys what's going on out there, and he's frozen on this 8. I don't know if he has enough to make this. Julio's going to investigate. Rail first. He's calling the side pocket here because he wants to get the cue ball safe going towards the 6, 10, 4, underneath some stuff. Get the ref in again. Check this out with the phone. Which I like that they've done this time. They just pay him a couple of bucks, right? I'm sure he'd do it for $200 or something like that. Whoa, pool players all losers. Wow, running rack, where did you come from? Let's just give you one chance. One warning. We only use like encouraging language and stuff like that. If you're just joking or something, you just delete your comment. That's fine. It's all good. But what a shot he's played there. Can you believe he potted it? You see where the cue ball's going. He's purely kind of playing underneath the 6. What a super shot that was. And he's perfect on this 3 ball. He needs the rest, but this is good. Let's go, says Cass Burns. So yeah, anybody out there like who sees running racks, comment. We'll just give him a second. Maybe he'll delete it. Everybody gets one warning, and then we have to ban some people, unfortunately, sometimes. But we like to keep it family friendly and clean and encouraging. And I got a good kiss there. He's going to get short side on the 4, but the cue ball is going to go nice and natural off 2 rails here towards the 5, the orange 5 up table there. When he pots this 4 in the low right, it's pretty natural for the cue ball to go 2 rails. You want to play it with a little right spin anyway. A little top, little right. Ease it in there. Spanner from Ireland, welcome. Johnny Hernandez trying to get some side bets out there in the YouTube if anybody's interested. Good shot there. You see how the cue ball is going right in the line of where he needs to be on the 5. That's how you want to try to play your position shots if you can, when you can. So rather than use one rail there where he would come across the line, this way he's coming with the line. Soft draw here. Position on the 6 important because the 7 on the other side rail makes it a little tricky. Looks like he's going to get perfect. He's going to get perfect where he can do whatever he wants here. He might be able to draw it back. He might be able to use the side rail and bounce it over, which is, I think, what he's going to do. From my view, looks like he can do that. Like how he left the flip-flops at home today, wore the running shoes. Probably a good idea. Need to be comfortable. Need support. Need some support on them feet because it's a 10-hour match. Maybe. Now he looks like he's going to draw it out to middle. Past middle. So he might be just a little too straight to follow forward. And you guys are welcome for the stream. Pool players are the best losers? Okay, yeah. No, that's fair. The best at losing? I'm confused. What happened there? Really mishit that one. Good shot from Julio. Nice little 2-rail. Left a good angle on the 7. A little bit of a reach, but Julio's got exceptional reach. We saw it in the last match where he leaned over and shot a ball. I thought there's no way he's going to reach this one. He hit it quite good. And then another ball he shot in match 1, I think, was opposite hand jump shot. So he'll just avoid the rest at all costs. Shout out to my man Nick's Q Innovation. Julio to break. He's got a big break when he gets it going. He just hammers it. Which Kev is that, Josh Myers? Now I'm curious. Kev, is that you? Which Kev do you think it is? Saying pool players are losers. I take extreme offense to that. What a break. Look at the break. How's that for a break? He can rip it, man. He really rips it. Does 2-ball go? I tend to think it does. Maybe just a flick of inside spin, a little right spin to help it. 3-ball goes to the side, the right side, if he does need to load it up with the spin. But if he just needs to touch it with the spin, he might be able to play the 3 in the top left next. Shouldn't be a big problem here if the 3 isn't in the way of the 2 too much. If not, he needs to find some tricky little safe, which might be behind the 5 where his arm is. Up and down, which is a tough one. That's what he's trying to do. Oh, he's going near the 7. This could be really good if he gets under the 7. He didn't. But still a good shot. The 9-10 big there. Ooh, it's the champ Cardinal. Well, that would make sense then from his comment. He does think pool players are losers. I wouldn't doubt it. Let's go. Eric says Peter. Good luck up there, Peter. Peter playing tournament in Edmonton, Moscone style tournament. Tricky one from Eric here because I don't think he has the gap between the 9-10. Maybe he does. You think he would have kicked at it already if he did. The 5's in the way of a rail. And he's got to go 2 rails, missing the 7 and the 8. And the 10. That's a tricky one. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. What a great shot. It's going to sell out, but, man, he hit that pretty sweet. Good effort. Good sign for the future if you're him. He judged the kick pretty good there. About the best he could. Might have missed the 10 by a hair, you know. Yeah, he missed the 4 and the 10 by very small amount, so good effort. That's all you can ask on those. Sometimes you can't like completely control everything happening. You got to just hit it and make sure you get some contact on the ball and get it going in the right direction and try to hit a nice speed. And there's a lot of things happening there, so it's hard to control them all. This 8 to the 9, just a tricky little transition, but with the 7 over the hole, he should be fine. It's just that you can't stop shot the 8 when you get straight in on it, so he's going to need to come with a delicate little stun follow or a drag shot or a roll shot. First he needs to make the 5, and then the 7 gets straight in on the 8, so it works still, even before that. Is he straight enough on the 7 to just pinch this back? Oh, if you got to go an extra rail, then you need to be careful here. How good did he hit this? How good did he hit that? He hit it perfect. Got perfect there. Close to the ball. You can see these top guys, they don't mind flirting with the side pockets a little. They know they got good control of the ball. That was a nice shot. Looking like 2-2. Julio with the hat on forwards and straight today. Eric with the shoes on. It's all coming unraveled. 2-2. These guys stayed nice and neck all the way to 18-18 in both the first and second match, which was nice to see. Shout out to Jam Up Apparel, one of my sponsors. And of course, big clothing company in the Calgary pool scene. You see a lot of Jam Up Apparel around. We love them. Love to support them. So what I would suggest, guys, I see Jonathan's comment there and Edward in the chat. You guys want to make some side bets. Best to private message each other. And there's no funny business, and you know, then it's private. It's better that way. Look at the break from Julio. This is that could be a little worrying for Eric. Julio definitely the kind of player that can put some package together, maybe 5-6 racks in a row. We saw him run 3 near the end of the last match, just bang, 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 real quick. Ooh, I like Joshua's comment. If anybody wants a side bet, he'll take Ben Francis. I'll take Ben Francis too. Love Julio's pace of play. He's the kind of player, he just doesn't mess around out there. He's motoring around the table, just getting the job done. Looking good out there so far. 9 over the hole, no reason not to get the job done here. It'll be a nice little break and run here. So everybody just tuning in, I appreciate all you guys out there. Make sure you do me a favor, click that share button. Click the thumbs up on the YouTube. Yeah, playing again already, hey? I'm not sure what this match is for. I know it's for a lot of tomatoes. I don't know how many tomatoes, but lots. Take the one-handed ref getting 9-5. Yeah. He has two hands. He just doesn't use them when he plays pool. Nice break there, and that's what you want to see is the one ball going over the hole. I had a student of mine in the room, and she asked, why do they break off center instead of breaking center? Well, that's why. Because they want the one going over the pocket. So I told her, just watch. She's up there playing on table 22 to the top right of this. I told her, just watch when they break. Big mistake there. Came up well short. He needed to be middle table. That one was a little tricky to navigate with the draw shot. So not a super error, but definitely unforced error. So I think he's got the edge of this maybe. By the hand wave, maybe not. Because he would just go underneath the 8, bank the 2 over. So maybe he's looking at the rail first now. And try to softly come underneath the 5. No, he's in the drink. Good effort though. Pretty good effort. The 3 or the 5, I think that might be the 3 over there. So it might be the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Either way, it is a little tricky. Could see really good effort on that shot because he contained the 2. So if he did anything other than scratch, he was going to not sell out a shot. You'll see if you're paying attention, these guys kick really good. They're going to be playing some very, very high level kick safeties. We get to learn a few shots. Okay, so he wants angle on this to come around, and he's landed real funny. You could see there was a couple shots in the first and the second match from ball in hand. He lose control on the opener. He wanted to be more to the right side rail, so when he shoots this, he comes around the 7. I assume that's what he was trying to do. Maybe he's got a 1 rail path between the 6-7 here. That's not bad to the short side of the 4, near his right elbow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Could use it to go another couple ball rolls because you want to stay short side on the 5, but can spin this one. The shoes are great, right? And I said to the Sunday Red, let's go. Yeah, he looks ready to play today. The shorts, I think, are a good idea because it's such a long match. You're going to get warm, you know? You end up getting a little hot out there. And it's supposed to be a hot day outside. You can see the sun shining there on the left. Where's he going here? He's overhit this one by a lot. He's going to land in the middle of nowhere. You could tell as soon as it came off his cue, it was pretty heavy. Can he spin this one in the corner and miss the scratch and get position on the 6? He can. He's getting down to shoot it right away. Or not. Yeah, you can't cut this in the side. I know that much. It's well past there. Safety or that cut in the corner with a lot of spin and soft, and that's tricky, you know? It's asking a lot. Yeah, the safety's not bad, but he's overhit it. So we'll see what Julio comes up with here on the return. Probably going to hide behind the 8. Send the 5 towards the 7, I would think. But a quick turnaround. 3 foul in the first game for Erik, and then steals the second game on a missed 4 ball from Julio, and it's been all Julio since. Just going to give this one the be sure. So you see a lot of guys that just get up, think, it's easy to get behind the 8, and then just hit it right away. But better to, like, find a nice spot where you really want to be. And I think he looked at going 2 rails to try to, like, freeze him on the 8. And that's probably what you want to do here because you can't play a loose safety. Not against a player of Erik's speed. He jumps really good, and he's got all the kick safeties. All the kick safeties. That's why I see him taking his time here. He's not looking at attacking, that's for sure. There is no attacking shot here. Could see he was just a little worried if he came up short and he left the 5 near the side, then he was going to sell out like a jump shot. Erik jumps so well. Oscar's comment in there. If anybody wants a cheap sweat, let him know. Just don't be a Johnny Archer. Looks like a couple people looking to take Julio for a sweat. He called that. He called it. a shot. That's 2 balls he's kicked in. I mean, you could say a little unlucky that the 7 went there, but you could also say a little lucky that he made the kick shot in off the ball like it was wired. We'll see what he's got on the 7. If he's dead straight in, he might have to just take what he can get and play the 7-8 combo next. He might be able to stun draw by the 10 to the short side. Yeah. A little flick of the 10 slowed him down a bit, but I think he's okay. Good shot. Yeah. So now, another safety, I think. Just kind of lost the cue ball a bit here a couple times early in the match. You'd think probably figure it out at some point. Might be a little nerves, might be a little excitement. Sometimes I try to tell players it's not always that you're nervous. Sometimes you're just excited. There you go, Oscar. You got the Vino bot with the side action. I can vouch for both. Although I'm sure you know each other well enough by now. Good shot there from Erik. Didn't get the safety behind the 10 like he would have loved, but then sometimes it's better this way. Because if he hooked him behind the 10, Julio might kick this ball in. And rather he's done this and sold out. So pool can be deceiving like that. Sometimes you'd rather let him see the edge of the ball and hope that he tries some delicate little thin safety like he did there. That doesn't work out and you got a shot. If you hook him, that's a big ball to kick in. Yeah, and Oscar's got the right idea, guys. For anybody else out there that gets a little action on the side or whatever, just PM each other and just know that it's not, technically allowed. These two gentlemen can play a game of skill against each other and gamble, but when it becomes people betting on the side, it is like betting on horses. I'm sure everybody knows that. Just like to make sure everybody knows and cover my own bases, right? 3-3. You know this one's going to be close. Nobody's running away with this one, right? I don't think so. We got a nice tournament next weekend, guys. If you're in the area, come check it out. Come watch in person. This one's a fun one to watch because the handicap's so big that kind of everybody's always in the match. You're always kind of right in it. Anything can happen. And then I can tell you that we will be releasing the Barry Huey Memorial poster on Monday. Look for Larry's post on Calgary Pool Scene, guys. Sign-ups are going to go quick. You're going to want to make sure you get your entry in right away. Yeah, Justin. Let's see if somebody catches a gear and put together a package. They both did in the first match. Both ran 3. In the second match, I don't think they ran 2. The table broke real tough. That one behind Erik there. Oh, this is not good. He did not hit this one good. And I'll tell you what, Julio's going to love to see that because he's hitting it way better than Erik as of right now. And I kind of hope this doesn't make Erik go to the cut break right away. But he could. You have to be willing to adapt. You can't be stubborn. is a big thing in pool. You always have to be willing to adjust and adapt. Shout out to Who Does. Coming back soon. Ryan Navarro wants to know. I don't know. Erik off the end rail here to contact the 1. Wants the 1 to go up table or the cue ball to go up table, but not both. Oh, I got the cue ball tracking a little bit. Wants that cue ball to go a little bit further. Because he's left this 1 ball on, and with the 2 over the hole, there's nothing to do for position here. Yeah, Justin Lee, they switched tables again. They got 7, 8 more tables to go. You know, they switched back to the original table they played on. Erik liked that one. He won on it. I'm surprised to see Julio miss that ball. And it looked like he played it with two-way position. Look where the cue ball went. And I don't know if that shot warranted two-way cue ball. I think you should be going all in on that one. You should be making the 1 at his level. And positioning the 2 for the run out. It looks like Erik's got enough of this ball to cut it in. 10 ball looks big on the camera, but I think you can see by it. And he did the same thing. If you're going to miss it, you overcut it, and you play the cue ball long. So he's left Julio with a tough one here. Probably a safety in return. Might attack this 1 ball into the top left, knowing that you can miss it and still get safe. Might be forced into it. The safe isn't easy. Yeah, you kind of favored him to pot the ball there, but where's the cue ball? It's disappeared behind the 6. Out comes the jump cue. Had me guessing there for a second if he was going to reach for the jump cue. But I'm pretty sure he's jumping this ball. Yeah. Got to put him at even money here to make it. Oh, he rattled it in there. It's going to sit over the side for Erik. Not quite. Definitely makeable. Shape not easy here. The 3 ball next near the bottom right corner. Cue ball kind of going away from it and lots of balls to avoid. There's a lot of traffic there. And I'm following the chat on the Facebook and the YouTube, guys. So if you guys want to chat along, feel free to put your comments in there and I'll respond to them when I can. Oh, he overcut that by a lot. And that's a result of the maxed out right spin that he tried to put on it to get shape on the 3 next. A little shaky here in the early games from both these gents. Missed some balls. We'll see which one of them cleans it up first. A little straight on the 3, so he's going to have to shoot the 4 from the short side. Good idea using the end rail there to add some speed to the pot on the 3 to just make sure nothing funny wouldn't happen. The cue ball, sometimes you'll get a little roll or something. Looks good here. You can just stun roll this one or just roll it. Little angle on the 6 is probably good. Don't want to be straight in on that one, I don't think. Wow, this is funny. He landed funny. I thought he would just roll that one forward just to middle table and take some angle on the 6. Now he's got a real big angle on the 6, and the cue ball is going into the 7 or the 8 here. I don't think he can avoid both. Oh, he did avoid both. What a smooth stroke that is to go between them. Another tester here, though. It's not out of the woods yet. Chunked that one big time, straight into the side rail. And I think he's left Erik this 7-10 combination with maybe a two-way, or he can just roll up onto the 10 with the cue ball, and we'll see what he does here. He's got another option where he can bank the 7 up towards the 9 off 2 rails and duck underneath the 10. I don't hate that because that comes with a little more speed. But early days in the match, I mean, maybe you go for this combo. Oh, he went under the 8. I didn't really see that, to be honest. And that's a smart shot because the 10 played big there too, and it did. He needed the 10 there because he didn't get under the 8. Didn't really see that he had that angle, but I suppose that was definitely the right shot. From my vantage, oh, horse blinders on the 10 ball there, getting behind the 10 somehow. Julio will stick around as long as he's got a match, eh? Yeah, he might want to buy some property here then. Yeah, there's a couple more guys that'll play him. Jump bank. I'm really shocked you wouldn't go for the kick shot here. Maybe the 10 is a lot bigger than it appears on the screen, and you'd have to masse around it a bit, but I feel like the jump bank from this distance, is he hoping that it would maybe double over and stay behind the 9? Suppose not the worst idea. Now he's looking if he had the edge. He's just lining up. Yeah, he came across it a lot, so maybe he was just hoping the 9 would get in play there. Is the 8 ball going to get in play? I don't think so. The shake of the head tells me no bueno from Julio. Thank you, Natasha. You're absolutely right. I think all the pool live streams are so important. Like, pool's just still very small, niche game. I mean, it seems like a big deal to us, but it's very small sport, very niche game. I mean, played by a lot of people, but at a professional level, nobody even really knows we're out here doing this. So I think it's important, all these streams, they just, you know, get a little more awareness. Oscar, we'd love to find you a game, pal. We'll have to figure something out in the future. I'm sure there's somebody that would make a game with you, or I don't know. You never know what can turn up. I don't have backers like these crazy guys, though. But we got like a few players around the 750 speed, 740 speed, like Erik and a couple others, and, you know, Like to mix it up here and there. We're not quite Oscar speed, but we know how to hold the cue. Okay, let's see if Erik can figure out this break. I do like that he's sticking with this middle break. Like, don't go switching to that soft side break again. Just got to run some packages. The big break from here. Okay, 8 balls in. Cue ball's kissed. 1 ball's kissed. That's good. He's made the ball. Side ball. The 1 ball was tracking towards the corner, and the cue ball was in the middle, so that's what you want to see. They're not going to stay there all the time. They're going to get kissed around, and that's okay. You just got to stick with it. You got to find something that's working and try to stick with it. Only adjust when really necessary. See what kind of safety he plays here. Trying to get the 1 underneath the 4-3. Looks pretty good. Good shot. And the reason he plays the safe that way is he knows even if he doesn't get cover behind the 4-3, he's going to leave the 1 out to dry on the end rail there with no attacking shot for Julio. Kind of like a backup plan. Yeah, Joe would definitely need a he would need a spot, but we're not usually known for this big of action, like of this size. There are some other matches planned though in the future. Couple of big players coming to play a big 1 pocket match. I'm sure Oscar will be tuned in to watch that too. A couple guys he knows, of course. Just ironing out some details and get it all lined up, find a date, and, you know, still lots of work to do before that. It'll be sometime in the new year, I think. Early new year, by the sounds of it. It's about all I can say. Or all I know, anyway. Don't even know any more about it. Looks like he's got the 1 in the side here. What he's thinking about is the 3 behind the 4. So he needs some kind of position on the 2 to get to the 3 that's tucked underneath that 4 ball next. It's going to be very tough. Oh, he sees the 2-10 combo. Very smart. Erik Vargas. And the reason he's doing this is the 3 ball is in jail. There's no easy way to get to it, especially from where the 2 is located. So I'm going to try to end it early with the 10 ball here. Kind of a free shot, somewhat. A lot of times, he was a little funny on the 1 there, but a lot of times you want to get position on the 2 to get somewhere on the 3 to play a safety. You don't necessarily need to break it out and get position on it and all this crazy stuff. Sometimes you can just safety from it, and that breaks it out at the same time. But early wins are nice, and he fires it in the back of the pocket. Nice shot. Mr. Vargas up 5-3, and you could hear maybe in the background there a little 5-minute warning for the Saturday 8-ball tournament. We've got great weekly tournaments here at Leather Pocket. If you're ever in the area, come check it out. Lots of different games, different race formats, handicap money, handicapped races. A little different stuff going on with the break pots, and always entertaining, always a good time. Well, tables just play so good, you can't beat that. You get to play, if it costs you $25 or $30, play the tournament. That's kind of how much it costs you to play for an hour or two anyway. $15 an hour for the 9-foot tables. Or they have a really sweet, and the players love this, a play all day rate per person for the 9-foot diamonds, $25. You can't beat that. Which really creates more action in the room too, because you don't have to worry about splitting table time and all this extra negotiations. You just go from table to table, hopping around, playing whoever you want. Okay, let's see if he can square this one up again. Got hit hard, and he is hitting it hard, and he makes both side balls. The cue ball gets kissed for like the third time, but this time it's okay. He's saying it too. He's like, there's 3 times that I've had it right in the middle, and I get kissed. Yeah, beast mode. Erik looking good out there. Ali, Waleed, they did 2 p.m. for the other 2 matches, and this one was scheduled for noon, but they didn't start till about 1, so you didn't miss too much. You only missed about an hour. They've been playing for an hour and, well, about exactly an hour now, because we started the stream a little early. A tricky one here from the 1 to the 2, but I think he's got a lot of room to work. Middle table to the left of middle. Just kind of touchy with the inside spin from that distance. Can see him willing it to stay straight. You don't want to end up on the wrong side of the 2 to the point where you're dealing with the 5-10. But he's done well there. And the 5-10 might be dead later, so he might just be making the 2-3-4 and then another early 5-10 win rather than trying to get short side on the 5, which could be very tricky from the 4. I think they've agreed this time they're going to play cue ball only fouls, but I'm not sure, and I don't know any of the ins and outs of the rules this time around, but I do know they have a ref, so. And you're welcome for the stream, Junior, Cano, Alex, and everybody else out there tuned in. Do me a favor, click that share button like Rob Thomas did there. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I love to watch Oscar play in Calgary. That'd be pretty cool. I think the big boss man has the owner here at Leather Pocket. He's got some plans to get some big names in the building. There's some stuff in the works. The fact that he's landed like dead straight on this 4 tells me that the 5-10's pretty good. See where he pointed there? It's a little off angle, but it looks pretty good. Ref is one-hand player guy, Joshua. And hey, Jarrett. Trust me, and the YouTube chat wants to know, where are they from? What is the town they're playing now? That's Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We're at Leather Pocket Billiards. And the player at the table right now, Erik Vargas, this is his hometown. He's originally from Winnipeg, but, well, originally from Philippines, but moved to Winnipeg, then moved to Calgary a number of years ago. He's been here for quite a while now. Calls Calgary his home. And the other player, Julio, originally from Puerto Rico, now hailing out of Miami, Florida. You're welcome, Robert. Dominic tuning in now, too, cheering on Erik. See if he can drain this 5-10. It's a little off angle. This one's a little tricky. You got to really judge the space between the balls well and the amount it's going to throw. So it's going to kind of skid a little bit unless you hit it really hard. So you watch, you're going to hit it pretty firm. Yeah, and that's not, you think he hits that hard to avoid the 10 staying over the hole. That's not the entire reason there. A lot of the reason there is to try to keep the line straight from the cue ball to the first object ball, but then avoid the little skid that can happen when the balls are close together from the first object ball to the second one. So nice shot there, 6-3. Erik Vargas doing a little moving and shaking against Julio Burgos in the rematch. It's the tiebreaker, the rubber match. Match 3, round 3. lost the cue ball big time towards the right side pocket. He'll be glad he didn't scratch, but he'll be super disappointed that he hit it like that. After the break and run, the momentum's instantly stopped. No packages yet. Junior Cano Alex says, how many in player field so far? In which player field? I'm not sure which player field you're referring to. But can you imagine if we had a tournament like this? Race to 35? Yeah, Rob Julio was in Vancouver last month, and I'm not sure where he's going next. But I did ask him if he was going to Derby again, and he smiled and said, yeah. And then I said, cool, I'm going to go check it out. He said, yeah, I've never seen you there. He said, but don't go for the tournament. If you're going for the tournament, that's stupid. But I'm going to go for the tournament. You guys know me. I'm the grinder. I like the tournament grind. That's what I want to do. And I want the experience, so I want to play the big dogs with the experience. Not, you know, $10,000 a match experience. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to get them for a $300 entry experience. Well, there you go. Ryan Navarro says Julio going to Winnipeg next. There's some action out there, too. Junior says on tournament bracket. There is no tournament bracket. Which tournament are you? Oh, there you go. You got it, Junior. It's a one-on-one, yeah. Race to 35, yeah. These guys doing battle for the third time in a week. They played last Saturday. Match number 1 that Erik Vargas won 30 to 35. Or sorry. Yeah, 35 to 30, rather, for Erik. And then match number 2 was on Tuesday. They played the same game, same race. Julio won 35, I believe, 27. And now we got round 3 happening here. Looks like score's going to be 6-4 in a second here. And the pace of play not bad here. They're about to be through 10 games in an hour and 15. Let's just call it an hour. Out of a possible 70, 69 games. First 2 matches. First match around 10 hours. Second match around 9 hours. So a good pace of play going here. Maybe another 8-10 hour match, but fully expected. These guys are playing for a few bucks. You can see the nice Arcos 2 balls they're using there. I love those. It's my favorite ball set for sure. They play real nice. And they got the arena billiard lights here at LP. Come check them out. Took a little off there. You could see these guys, they're not quite sure how hard they want to hit the break yet. 7's going to get in the game here on the 1 ball. Yeah, you can see, like, Erik was trying that little finesse break too and not making the ball. And yeah, no doubt, Elise, he can catch some action in Toronto too. Maybe he's just making his way across the country, right? If he's going to Winnipeg next, maybe he's on his way to Ontario, going to finish it off in Quebec. Might get a match in Newfoundland. He gives a little spot. Dusty wants to know who won the first 2 matches. Erik won the first match. Julio won the second match. Looking to push to a jump shot here. Push out, very tough. You're never the favorite when you're pushing out. You're always going to push to a spot where your opponent's the favorite. So I can see him contemplating the kick shot. Because when you push out to here and he gives it back, you're not the favorite. Erik might not give it back, though. Erik pretty handy with the jump cue. I think he maybe takes this one on with the next jump cue. I think you got to back yourself a lot of times, but this is a tricky one. I wouldn't mind either decision here. Because you do have to draw it a little bit, but I think it's kind of natural to play it with just a little stun or a little draw. Like, you're not often playing it with top spin anyway on the jump shot. And I'll tell you what, this next cue that he's got, it just gets over the ball so easy. This, you know, should be not too hard. He's just going to use the washroom quick. I think something distracted him there. Something distracted him there. I could see him say something to somebody and then just... And he was going to shoot the ball again, and then he decided to take the washroom break, and I like that. Shows me he's really willing to grind every shot this match. He's going to grind every shot, every moment that he gets a chance. Josh in the world on the YouTube wants to know how much they're playing for. We don't really know the full amount. And Zach, McNeil, Bob, this is the third set. That's correct. Erik giving that back. I don't blame him here. That's tricky. Have I tried the Aramith Blacks? Blaine wants to know. Yeah, I do. I do like the Aramith Blacks. And Jules back in Winnipeg. Yeah, it is Ben Francis on the mic here, guys. Do me a favor, click that share button. Let's get this stream rocking. Look at these shots they're making. What a jump shot from Julio. Nice. And with a little control for position on the 2. Like I said, I don't hate Erik not shooting that, but sometimes you got to back yourself, you know. It was a little tricky, but you had to favor him to get it done there, I think. But like I said, don't hate either decision there. It was tough. And still tough. Not easy to cut this ball in and get position. That's why you see him miss the pot. And he's going to sell this out over the side. He did bump the 5 a little to the point where Erik's going to have to do something with the cue ball here to get to the 5 next, I think. He might be able to just take the shot from middle table, cut the 5 and go up and down. I think that's what we're going to look at here because it doesn't have enough angle on the 2 to really work it around. Yeah, Ryan Navarro says Ben Francis and Julio Burgos. Somebody set it up. Well, maybe when it comes back from Winnipeg, we could line something up. Wow. Definitely took his eye off the ball there, trying to just slow stun it. Early mistakes here from both players, missing the ball. Nerves are running high, of course. Well, Julio would be real surprised to be shooting again right away. And look at the kiss he gets off the 6. Not only has he tied the 6 up on the 10, but he's landed so far below the 5 here that I don't know the pot is on. Not with any control. Tried to spin around the 6, came crashing into it. Safety, but this is going to get away from him. Look at that. And did he wire the 610? First thing he's going to look at. You might tell from his body language. Well, it might be hard to tell from the body language there because he's going to be disappointed no matter what. You know, even if the 610 isn't wired, I assume they're pretty close to frozen, and he can probably throw it one way or the other. It's going to make this 5 first. Like, don't take your eye off the ball again, right? Soft with the bottom inside. Yeah, it tells me the 10's real close here. This might be like his 3rd early win already. He's fired in a couple early wins. Okay, so if it's going to the end rail, that means he needs to hit his left side, our right side of the 6. Nope, the other side of the 6. Yeah, our left side of the 6. If it's close to frozen or frozen, then it'll throw. And this is going to help him get the cue ball safe anyway. But speed's a factor. Didn't throw enough. But you could see the speed was always going to be with the cue ball behind the 9. Smart shot. Very smart shot. Very well played from Erik. Dropping some knowledge there. Julio might have this one like razor thin to try to get safe again, but tough shot. Might be better off kicking at it. Excuse me. Brad doesn't know how guys play with hats on. Yeah, well, it, you know, takes some getting used to. Usually get it out of the way. Zach, yeah, I'm back playing again a little bit after taking the summer off. Played some of the weeklies. Had a good result last night, splitting the tournament with Joe out of 40 players. A tough handicap tournament. Handicap 10 ball. Nice to be back playing. Oh, he had like full on the 6, and he could bank it up table. That's a pretty good shot. Containing, as they say. It's not snookered behind the 9-10 like you would love it to be, but it's still a good shot. And yeah, Brad, real good stuff over the last 4 days. This will be day 3 of them playing. Been playing great. And yeah, Jules, not easy in Winnipeg. Let me tell you, not easy anywhere in Canada, really. You go to Ontario, you're going to have your hands full too. You come here, you got your hands full. The guys in Vancouver will beat you up. Quebec boys will beat you up. We've got some good players here. Like Julio's like, how come you've never been to Derby? Well, because the flight is $900. His eyes just lit up. What? Even if you book early? He said, yeah, book 4 months early. It's like $900, and that's a cheap flight. He said, I fly from Miami to Derby for $200. Ugh. I said, yeah, we got crooked airports, man. It's a scam. That's why guys like John Mora, they move out of Canada. They move to Vegas or somewhere else. He said, that's why I moved to Miami International Airport. Can fly anywhere in the world from Miami. Smart guy. You want to be a pool player, you need to be able to fly anywhere in the world, right? Nice bank shot. Kid's got talent for sure. Does anybody know how old he is? Oh, I'll tell you what, that ball didn't have to go in. The way he hit it did not have to go in. And he did not have to bump the 10 and get or the 8 and get straight in on it. Yeah, drive to Great Falls and fly to Derby. Better off, yeah. Might save like $600 doing that. But how much is your time worth? You gotta value that too, right? Gonna be 6-5, keeping it nice and close already. See him just switch hands, no problem. Shoot a little lefty. Get the lefty stroke going too. Why not? All right, I hope you guys are all enjoying the match so far. Make sure you click that thumbs up on the YouTube. Click the share button. We appreciate every time you guys do that. That's all we ask here with these free streams at Q Sports Live. Just a little love shown. Next big tournament we got coming up here next weekend. Fargo Fair Match 10 ball. If you guys didn't get your entry fee in, get it in soon. These ones like fill last second all the time. These guys all stream in their entry fees at the last second. Can easily go from 40 players to full in one day. I've seen it lots of times, so don't miss out. And you'll be able to catch some of the live action next weekend. We might not be doing like the whole tournament, but we'll get lots of it. Oh, nice square hit here. Look at the cue ball, just dead middle. Makes all the balls on the break. 10 ball's got that nice symmetrical break where if you hit it square, you can make 6 balls. They made 4 there. Made it look easy. Hit it nice and square. And that 1 ball right over the hole again. That's dangerous. If you're Erik, that looks dangerous. Still a little bit of up and down here. For making all the balls on the break, he's got a little bit of work to do. From this 3 to the 5 to the 7 to the 8. That's definitely not easy. And the 8 to the 10, right? This is tricky for making all the balls. Punches that one around nicely off 3 rails. The little bounce off the 3rd rail is the key to that shot. It's easy to get frozen up on that right side rail. He did well there to get a little bounce. Keep himself off the beach. Needs a little angle here though. Or is he going to just drop short side on the 8? I think that's what he needs to do now off the top rail. Or bottom rail, I guess, is what we're looking at here. That's going to make getting to the 10 a little tougher, right? So he's going to try to do something extra. Oh, the stroke. Get the stroke. The stroke is too good. You guys will never guess what he's playing with, the cue. You'll never, ever guess what cue that is. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to guess how he gets the power out of that cue. I have no idea. It's unreal. I'll give you a hint, is he used to be sponsored by Predator. He no longer is, and he is not playing with a Predator. It's not a Shown. You guys, literally, this could be so hard to guess this. I'll give a couple chances. It's not a Falcon. It's not a Dufferin. What a shot. Are you kidding me? He cut that ball in from there with the inside juice. And position on the 10. Oh, and then he almost missed the 10. He nearly missed the 10. He rattled it all over the pocket. What do we got here? Rhino, Predator, McDermott, Poison. Mike, you were here and you saw it. You're cheated. He's got a Poison cue. And the shaft is like a Poison something. And I have no idea how he's playing that good with that cue. Unbelievable. Poison cue. He's signing with a new sponsor soon. I asked him if I could tell who it was, and he said no. But he says when he gets back home, he's going to release the name. Poison, yeah. 6-6. What a match already, man. We had a little bit of everything in the last match. Let's see if these guys just keep it neck and neck the whole way. Look at this break shot from Julio, man. He knows how to break them. Didn't get the 1 over the hole that time, but he got a nice pop on the cue ball, and he's got nice position on the 1, although tricky to get on the 2 from here. Yeah, it's not about the cue, it's the player. Well, cue helps. I told him, I'm glad you don't play with a Revo, man. You'd be dangerous with that thing. I couldn't see what he was breaking with. Looked like a mez. Looked like maybe a mez. I was fascinated by the shooting cue. I couldn't take my eyes off the shooting cue. How are you doing all that stuff with that shaft? Could be an undercover thing too, you know, like, oh, I just got this crappy cue. I'm not very good. Yeah, Poison was made by Predator. That's right. This looks like a pretty good shot, but the 5's going to be big here. You can see the slam of the chalk. He's just livid. How does he get there, he says. How do I go there from there? What happened? I think it's important, like in these long races. I mean, these guys do more of it than I do, but I try not to get so upset over all the little things because it wears on you. Like, how many mistakes are you going to make in a race to 35? 15? Probably had a good match if you only made 15. You get really upset over 15. Like, it does sap your energy a bit. I think he had to just get the jump cue right away and just not worry about it, right? Where he pointed at on the rail there, I don't understand, because when he jumps and cuts this ball in, the cue ball's going nowhere near that spot. It's going way further to our left than that. Yeah, good shot. He knew if he didn't make the ball that he was going to leave it tough, but he's a little upset because he was perfect on the 5 if he did make the ball. Shan, what's up, buddy? He reminds me of myself. Julio over there hitting the gym, still 125 pounds. My excuse is the running. It's, you know, it's the running. I sweat too much. I'm going to lose the weight that I'm gaining. And yeah, Vino, he sure wears his heart on his sleeve, eh? Okay, a little 2 rails underneath here. To try to make this one, spinning it lots. Oh, he hit it right full. Got too much juice on it. It's going to get another kiss and sell this one out with angle to get to the 5. This little angle can be tricky, though. See what he does here if he forces this one forward a bit. Or if he's going to try to draw it back between the 8-9. If he has that angle. Looks like that's where he's gone over and looked at. Be a little short, though. He's working this cue ball lots. But that's okay. You just want to be working it lots. You can't have perfect position all the time, so you just got to be making the balls. Potting the balls, the name of the game. And he's one of the best at it. Look at this position off 4 rails. How you like me now, he says. Good shot. That was steady. This is the 3rd match, Andy. That's right. And then I heard he's coming out east. He's heading out to Winnipeg. You'd have to think he's going to make his way to Ontario after. It might match up not too bad with you, Andy. Seven, 6, Julio. Shout out to Predator, who we were just talking about. One of my sponsors as well as this guy, who's one of my favorite commentators. Hope you guys hire him to do your commentary. Wizard of knowledge. And Jam Up Apparel there. Those Stylin' Pro Billiard Series shirts. I love that line of shirts. The yellow and gray and black, white. Sweet design. That one's super styling. Well, Julio just keeping control here from 6-4. I believe it was 6-4. Down to 7-6 up. Just keeping control of this break shot. He's lost it a little bit there, but he made the 1. And he's got position on the 2, although tricky one on the 2. Put the 3 over the hole. Chat. Julio is originally from Puerto Rico. He's now living in Miami. And Ryan, I'm not sure who he's matching up with in Winnipeg next. But there's plenty of game out there. The cute Eric's use, I'm pretty sure, is shown. James Brinson says he can make 15 mistakes in the first rack. Yeah, we've all done that, right? Oh, look at this. He's hooked behind the 3, I think. Hooked behind the 5, rather, on the 3. Yeah, because he's looking at the rail first here. There's a nice little measuring system. A lot of the players use double the distance. So from that point to the rail and double that is where you need to aim, and it's right near his chalk. Where his shaft is on the rail, actually, rather, with some right spin. Shown shaft and mez butt, says Joshua. Nice shot there, real nice. What's he gonna get? Flick off the 8. Position on the 4, it's a good shot. See him looking 3 balls ahead. Just a little short of the mark there. I think that's why I see the hesitation. Might just be a little straightish to the point where it's hard to go forward off the end rail and you can't really stun it over by the 8. Gotta be a bit careful here. So he's gonna have to take more distance on the 6 than he wants. Let's see where he's pointing there. It's gonna be far away. But he's perfect. Be all about to the 8 to the 9, you think, here. A little far away. But he's potting the balls well. Looking good out there. Early days in this match, but you want to be just steadily building confidence and trying to find your rhythm. Such a long match. Try to break it into segments sometimes, you know, if I could just win, you know, 8 of the next 10 games, something like that. Go from there. It's maybe what you're thinking if you're Eric in this spot now, looking to be down 8-6. You just kind of think, well, if I could just win, you know, 6 of the next 10, something like that, right? Wow, big miss there. Big miss. That's going to bother him. Right off the horn there. That's an easy one to hit exactly like that. Just don't cut it enough. Erik, I think, run to the washroom. No, he's just getting ready for the shot. He might be forcing and trying to cut this ball in. The safety is so tough from here behind the 10. It's really soft and delicate. The good news is if he does play that, it's hard to like sell out anything other than a bank if you don't get cover behind the 10. Which he's not going to get cover behind the 10, but the bank's going to be very tough from this angle. Maybe just return safety. Oh, Julio looking at position on the 9, so is the bank straight here with the stop shot? That's what he's called. I feel like you have to draw this one or hit it really hard. Oh, he hit it with the follow and the touch of inside, but that makes the cue ball get lost a little. And now, real thin one on the 9 here. And if it's not frozen, this is a very tough shot. If it's frozen, this one is actually quite easy. It's going to need some inside spin, I think. It's one of those shots really hard to make with just plain ball, so kind of need some spin one way or the other. It's usually going to be the right spin here. If he's got to get the extension out, it's making it harder too. Reaching. Accuracy is going to go down a little bit. Deflection is going to pick up a little more. Tip's going to drop more. I kind of just slapped at it. Timing was off on the stroke. He's got a quick stroke, but not like that quick. If you guys watch that one back, it looked real quick. And that's a result of, you can see him trying to feel out the extension. And he twists the wrist, you know. But there was a lot going on there. Erik got to bear down, take advantage of these opportunities. You're not going to get a million of them from this kid. He's pretty steady Eddie. Yeah, Marcus, I felt like it's a big rack too, you know. Still pretty early in the match, but just feels like a big one, right? Like a big one. Should have been 8-6. It's 7-all. Let's go. Erik Vargas, a little bit of moving time here. He gets the 10 ball conceded by Julio. Doesn't make him shoot a pretty easy one. He's never missing that. Especially on these tables playing dead perfect. You see the way he hit the 9. He just slow juiced around and got perfect on the 10. That's because the tables are playing perfect. Thanks to this guy, Lackno Billiards Pro Shop, Tony Haynes out of Lethbridge, Alberta. Check him out, guys. Check out his social medias. He's bought a new pool room in Medicine Hat as well, 616. Check out their Instagram. Give them a like, give them a follow. Just give a little love. Big supporter of the pool scene and sponsor here on Q Sports Live. Taking care of the tables here at Leather Pocket. We love the guy. Yeah, Erik's wearing not a white shirt, and he's wearing shoes, so you know he really means business this match, right? Okay, leaning into the break, scratching in the side. You kind of expect that out of these guys a couple of times in this match, maybe twice each, no more than that. They're going to lean into it just a little more, and they're going to scratch in the side. We saw from Julio, I think, 3 or 4 times in the last match. Might be all about the 4 to the 5 here. Everything else looks pretty good. 8's over the hole. 6 to the 7's pretty easy. This 1, 2, 4 is all right there. But after the mistake in the last rack, you know, he's maybe still thinking about it a bit. So sometimes these racks can look real easy, but if you're still a little shook from a mistake in the previous one, you can really let it affect you. Yeah, Alex's 9-ball he missed straight in. Somebody in the YouTube chat. That was a little tougher. His cue ball was on the rail. Close to the rail. You won't see these guys giving anything like that away. And it was hill. That was brutal. Yeah, you do some winning in Edmonton there, pal. I got it under control. Don't worry. You know he's going to hate that the cue ball landed there, because now when he shoots the 6, the cue ball is going to be on the rail, which means getting from the 6 to the 7 is going to be tougher. So he needs to be very precise with where he lands on the 6 here. Oh, he flirted with disaster there, getting the cue ball off the rail. He chose to cheat the pocket by a ton, and he nearly paid the price. That was a lot. That was asking a lot out of that pocket. But you can see these guys are so good at that. They're so good at manipulating the pocket to where they put the object ball in so that they can create different angles. And they're never really straight in, you know? Taking the distance, and this is fine. 8's near the pocket. Just need to get out near middle table here for the 9 next in the low right. Oh, he played a lot of inside spin. Uses second rail. It's a good shot. Let's see if Erik gives him this 10. Looks like Erik's decided to make him shoot every ball, and I like that. I like that. I think you got people, you know, that are counting on you and stuff. You make them shoot every ball. Well, Julio's got that 1 on a string going over this top left corner. There's been a couple times where he hooked himself on the 3 next, but he forced that 1 over by the 7 pretty good. Surprised he would try to play the window between the 7-10, though. I'm not sure that was intentional. Long way back for the 4. Needs to put a good stroke on this one. Doesn't want to be jacked up over the 9. And he's going to be. And you can see he's upset about that because that makes this a lot tougher. Even dealing with this much angle without being elevated over the 9 was going to be difficult. But trying to play a precise spin jacked up over the ball like this, very, very tough. And you can see he just kind of took what he could get there. He's going to make the ball. He's going to be able to see the 5. He doesn't care if he's 9 feet away. He's probably trying to go into the 9 there with the cue ball, but he knows if he goes past it, he's okay. And the 5's near the pocket, so not too much to do here. Julio looking good out there, just spearing him in the back of the pocket. This 10 ball for 9-7. He's been in control here quite a bit lately. We haven't seen a lot of Erik shooting. It's been all Julio. Still a long way to go. Race to 35. Taking a little off of this break. He's not hitting it as hard as we've seen him hit it before. And look at the control he's got of the 1 ball. That means he's got the rack absolutely figured out exactly how he wants it, because he's making a ball and he's got real nice control of the 1. This could be 2-10 combo, or is he seeing it? Or maybe he's just not in good position to get there. He's quite handy with the opposite hand. You see, that's a nice stroke with the lefty. Kid's definitely got plenty of talent. Ten ball's big here. Is going to slow down in time? I think so. I think just. Long way back for the 4, though. Is he going to spin around off a couple rails or just go straight up towards the 7 off 1 rail? That's a good shot. He's going to get the window. And does he avoid jacked up over the 7? I think just a little elevated over it, but cue ball kind of naturally going towards the 5. Oh, straight into the side rail. You could see him moving a lot on that one. He does have a little movement in the stroke. Like, he's not totally still on the ball like some of the real top players we see. But, man, is he got plenty of talent. And he doesn't miss too many balls like that. This can be a tricky one to get out of the pocket, though. These deep ones are always really tough to navigate. Probably tries to get it real thin and just one rail out, but sometimes you got to play rail first and send it around when they're deep like this, because it can stun a bit. Man, he played that nice. That's way, way tougher than he made it look. That can be real tricky. He's coming straight back. Oh, he's coming across it here. He needs it to go a little bit. And he's okay, just okay. This one just crept by. Parallel with the 8. Needed not too much angle on this one. Looks to be okay. Gotta bear down though. You can't let any of these opportunities slip away. These ones where you got it right here, you gotta really make sure. Yeah, the break could be a problem. That's right, unless Erik figures it out too soon. Like on his next break. Dakota, the other night, Tuesday night, was won by Julio. So this is the rubber match, the tiebreaker. They're one set apiece. There's your answer, Dempsey. 9-8. They're having a good one here. We knew it's going to be close. And it's nice and close. Only one rack separating them. I'm just going to run to the washroom quick, guys. Don't mind the silence for a second. You think these guys came to play today? Looking like we got a match. I love it. I could hear the crowd in it over there, too. 9 all. How you like that? Yeah, Erik maybe one of the smoothest players around, right? Easy to watch. And his hair was perfect. Oh, wait, he ain't got no hair right now. Used to have Bruno Mars hair, Erik, believe it or not. And yeah, if Erik doesn't figure out the break, Julio is looking dangerous, right? But Erik's a smart player, you know. He's not going to just sit there not paying attention. He's paying attention. He's going to pay attention to how the balls are racking. And how Julio's hitting it, and just try to copy and paste. Because it's sure working for him. Man, how do you not just hit it the exact way he's hit it? Put it the one over the hole and make a ball on the side and run out every time. And he made like 4 balls once. Yeah, it's working pretty good. Yeah, but he's not getting the same rack. And you can hit the break however you want, but if you don't rack the same, it ain't going to matter. But it's funny how, and maybe we got some viewers out there that were in the Ghost League, they can attest to this. The second you turn the camera on, everything changes. I could be breaking perfect for like 20 warm-up racks before the Ghost League. Get the one over the hole every time. The second I turned on the camera and started the live, I would scratch in the side or something. Or just like everything, the balls would be breaking perfect, and then now all of a sudden there's like 3 balls tied up every time somehow, or I'm hooked on the one, or some weird stuff would happen. So I'm sure Erik's been over here practicing this break like all week, you know, and has it dialed in on this table, but now it's just not working out today so far. Early days, guys, 9 all. It can easily flip where the break can really start working for Erik, and it can just let Julio down, you know. Maybe the first big roll we've seen in this match so far. Maybe not a huge roll, but it looks like he's covered a lot of this one. Erik's had to edge it. Try to use the 2 for cover again, but it's hard to hold it there. It's also hard to totally sell out too, so might buy himself another shot. Oh, he likes to look at this side bank. You know what? Good banker of the ball, this Julio. But I don't think this is the time for that shot. Well, he got a good horn there and another good roll. It's 2 misses the one and not sold out. Well overhit that one. Really let that one go. Big mistake there from a position where you favor Erik to get safe behind the 7 or the 8 or both. But Julio doesn't like it because he's got to draw the cue ball here. I don't think he can just play it with top. Because I think it goes straight into the 6 or the 5 and not onto the 2. And if he draws it, he goes in the side pocket or into the 9. And then in the side pocket. Tough spot. He looked at drawing between the 7-9 off the rail, but yeah, you see him shaking his head. He hates this spot. I don't blame him. Well, sometimes you think safety here might be the best bet. You see him waving his arms like it's hard to turn down the pot when it looks so available, but sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and play a little safe, although the safe doesn't look that easy either now, the more I talk about it. Yeah, he really hates this spot, and I don't blame him. This is tricky. He's playing the flick off the 9. Oh, that's pretty good from where he was. I know he doesn't have position on the 2, but he can see the 2. He didn't scratch. He's not behind a ball, you know. Probably almost the best he could do from there. I'll see what kind of safety he plays. Definitely going to be a safety from here. I don't see him attacking the side bank from here because position on the 3 just not that available. Like, not a guarantee, so. Yeah, these guys match up so nice, right? How great is this for all the pool fans out there? I know I'm super enjoying it. Like, long match to do the commentary and stuff, but I love this. These guys are just matching up so high. At this level, this matchup, this high level matchup. He does play the bank. What a shot. What a shot. He got no reward. He's got another tough shot. He says, why can't I be right there where I hit the ball? It rolled through it. Look at this. He's going to bank this ball too. He says, whatever, man. Watch this. Watch this. I guess if you bank that good, then you just fire those in, no problem. He's got another problem here. He's still not out of the woods. You can play the 4 on the side with top between the 9-10 off the end rail, but yeah, he'd rather jack up and play it in the corner and stun it over or something. Ah, such a tough shot. And what was he going to do next? Like, he was all over the place there. Right from the position on the 1 ball was just so tough. And you could see him just think about it for a long time. He was just in a really tough spot. And made a super shot on the 2, super shot on the 3, just ripping in those banks. Wow. Good stuff. Love the attacking pool. That's what the crowd loves, you know. See what Erik does here. Kind of a tricky little spot, really. The side pocket's there, but does the cue ball miss the 7 clean? I think it does. So he should be able to navigate this one with a level cue. Yeah, you see him leveling out. Just some top spin. It's going to help the accuracy on the 4. He's got it down. This is a good shot. Wants his cue ball to slow down a little bit. I think it's just held, and now he can kind of finesse it out here a little with the stun or the follow off the end rail and lots of side spin, but he can play the 6 in the same pocket. Dunn trying to get a bet in there. Somebody, please bet with Dunn. We need Dunn to bet on Julio and not Erik. Somebody, for the love of God, save Erik from this curse that is the Dunn curse. Should send you a picture of my pool case done, because Stephanie Toy gave me a sticker a little while back, and I didn't put it on my case, and then I lost the tournament, and I thought, oh, what do I got to lose now? So I put it on there. So I got the Dunsky Dungeon sticker on the case. But the second the curse seems even a little real, it's coming off of there, and I'm going to burn it. He needs this one to go and come up well short here, and now he needs to play tricky little pot. Draw the cue ball. The curse don't work on cases. All right. I'd say so far that's true. I had some luck going with me last night. Managed to get the job done. Okay, big shot here. Hasn't had a lead for a while. He's got it. He's got it, and he's straight in on the 10. I think Julio's had enough of giving him the 10. He says, you're not giving me the 10, I ain't giving you the 10. And lead for Erik. And he's going to take just a quick washroom break. These guys not taking like an interval or anything in the middle of the match, so they're just getting to it, which is nice to see. Just a little washroom break here and there, but they're just going, man. You love it. The Saturday 8 ball is going right now, too. We got great weekly tournaments here at LP. You guys are ever in the area. Great Friday night 10 ball, great Saturday 8 ball, and a really great Sunday 9 ball tournament. All like little different formats and handicapped, and space for all levels of players, new and old, experienced and non-experienced. Even got some juniors in the tournament out there today, I saw. 27 players, not a bad field, and $200 added. The house adds $200 to each tournament, to each weekly tournament. Can't beat that. Dominic out there in the chat, guys, done, looking for a bet. Anyone want to get their bets in? He's spotting you a game right now. Vargas up 10-9, race to 35. He's got to figure out this break, so look at him. He's going to the corner break. He's given up on the head break, which, in my opinion, this one's good for a little while, but this is not the way to win in the long run, I don't think. I can't say I'm in love with seeing this from him already at only 10-9. But